Hi, and welcome to On the Move, a show highlighting what's going on in your community. I'm your host, Tamar Saad. In this month's show, we will check out a new art installation at City Hall, see how to get ready for this year's Shakeout, and how to prepare for El Nino, plus so much more. In Southern California, earthquakes are very much a part of our reality. That's why being prepared for the next big one needs to be a priority for our residents. Millions of people worldwide, including Glendale, will practice how to drop, cover, and hold on Thursday, October 15th at 10:15 a.m. during the Great Shakeout Drill. Here to tell us how to be prepared is Glendale's new Fire Chief, Greg Fish.
Hello, I'm Greg Fish, Fire Chief for the City of Glendale. Our firefighters, paramedics, and other first responders are fully equipped to handle a wide array of emergencies. But the reality is, during a major disaster like an earthquake, it may take days for an emergency team to reach you. The Glendale Fire Department encourages our residents to take simple steps to prepare for the next earthquake, mud flow, or fire. First, build a 72-hour emergency supply kit with food, water, medications, and supplies for each member of your family, including your pets. Be sure to have a kit in your home, in your car, and in your office. Second, develop an evacuation plan which includes evacuation routes from your home, your neighborhood, and the city should you need to leave quickly. Be sure that you have developed a list with multiple exit routes in case your primary route is closed or impacted by the disaster. Once your plan has been developed, practice it. It is important to conduct evacuation drills every 6 months to a year in order to ensure your family members are able to follow through with the plan. The more often a plan is practiced, the more likely that the plan will be remembered when under stress. Finally, be informed during local emergencies. To get up-to-date information regarding disasters, residents can follow Glendale CA Fire and MyGlendale on Twitter, visit the city's website at glendaleca.gov, watch GTV6 on Charter Channel 6, and most importantly, register on Everbridge. Everbridge is the City of Glendale's mass notification system which is utilized during large incidents to provide notifications to affected residents. It is critical that all residents log into Everbridge at glendalefire.org to update their contact information. Each resident can list multiple contact numbers, email address, and preferred text message numbers so that incident information is disseminated quickly. The Glendale Fire Department also offers a community emergency response team training. The 20-hour course prepares residents to assist in life-saving and sustaining measures following an emergency or disastrous event. The training provides basic response and organizational skills which will benefit families and neighborhoods until professional help arrives. The Glendale Fire Department encourages residents to implement these emergency preparedness steps to help prepare you and your family for the next emergency that impacts the City of Glendale. To get more emergency preparedness information, please visit glendalefire.org.
As Chief Fish mentioned, there are a number of ways to be prepared. This fall and moving into the winter, we are expecting heavy rainfall caused by El Nino. Some areas of Glendale may be impacted by heavy rain and mud flow, and the key to safety is acting early.
Hi, I'm Engineer Malaspina with the Glendale Fire Department. With the upcoming rainy season, the Glendale Fire Department would like to remind you that sandbags are a simple yet effective means to divert water around instead of through a building. The most commonly used sandbags are a nylon sandbag or a burlap sack. Sand and soil are the preferred materials to fill the sandbags. Gravel and rock are not ideal because they won't hold back the water. Once you have your materials, get someone to help you and start filling your sandbags. One person will hold the sandbag open while the other one shovels sand into the sandbag approximately half full. Tie the sandbag and set it aside. Then continue filling sandbags until you have your desired amount. When stacking the sandbags, stack them tightly to limit any gaps. Also, stagger the bags as you increase in height. When using burlap sacks, fill the bag halfway, then fold the opened end on itself. And once you have the appropriate amount of bags, stack them on top of each other, covering the folded end. To further prepare for the rainy season, Please clean out your storm drains and rain gutters, as well as ensure proper drainage throughout your property.
Residents may pick up 10 free, unfilled sandbags at Fire Station 21. There are 5 locations for residents to pick up the sand: Dunsmore Park, Brand Park, Glen Oaks Park, the Sports Complex, and the Fire Station 23 Chevy Chase Library parking lot. Please be sure to only pick up sand from the parks during their normal operating hours. For the most up-to-date information on sand and sandbag locations, please check glendalefire.org. Residents are not the only ones that need to prepare. The City of Glendale's Public Works Department continuously analyzes our infrastructure needs and works to improve the quality of our roadways and pipelines. Let's check out an upcoming project.
Hi, I'm Lauren Bowe with the Public Works Department, here to let you know about the Chevy Chase Sewer Diversion and Public Works Yard Recycled Water Main Extension Project. The goal of this project is to reroute the wastewater from the Hyperion treatment plant in the city of Los Angeles to the joint Los Angeles-Glendale water reclamation plant. By rerouting the wastewater, it will save Glendale approximately $1 million annually, and it will help prevent any potential backups starting in Los Angeles from reaching our city. The construction of this project will impact traffic on San Fernando Road between Elk Avenue and Chevy Chase Drive in different areas for the next 2 years. The construction will begin at Colorado Boulevard in the city of Los Angeles, runs east under the railroad tracks to San Fernando Road, then south on San Fernando to Los Angeles Street. It continues south on Los Angeles Street with a little jog to the east on Garfield Avenue, then south through the Public Works Maintenance Yard to connect to the existing sewer pipe in Chevy Chase Drive. The construction work is scheduled to begin late October and is expected to be completed by February 2017. The majority of the work in San Fernando Road and Colorado Boulevard will be performed using trenchless technology. This technology involves digging 2 large pits about 500 feet apart, then pushing a pipe through the soil from one pit to another without disturbing the pavement. The pits will be up to 45 feet deep. This installation method was chosen to minimize the impact to local businesses and traffic on San Fernando Road, and also due to the depth of the pipe. The work on Los Angeles Street and through the Public Works Yard will be performed with the traditional open trench construction method because of the shallower pipe depth and much lower traffic volumes. During this segment, we will also be installing a new recycled water main in the Public Works Yard. There will be normal construction impacts such as limited parking and traffic delays, but our staff will be working closely with the contractor to minimize the impacts by rerouting traffic, posting detour signs, and providing the appropriate notifications in advance. To maintain driveway access during construction, the contractor will be providing steel plates. We will also be placing signs in the necessary locations to notify customers that businesses will be open during construction. During the trenchless work, the crews will work around the clock when pushing the pipe under the railroad tracks at Elk Avenue. We will keep you informed regularly. I encourage you to go to the city website and visit our projects page with the listing of upcoming projects for further information. Or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter at MyGlendale PW for up-to-date construction progress, as well as progress on any other projects that may affect you. Of course, if you have any questions or concerns during construction, please contact Public Works Engineering at 818-548-3945. Thank you for your patience as we work to improve Glendale's infrastructure.
Infrastructure upgrades like the Chevy Chase project are vital to protecting our community. Let's check out how the Public Works Department maintains our systems and responds to emergency situations.
What happens to water we use in our homes and businesses? We don't often consider that past the drain, the wastewater flowing beneath our homes, streets, and hillsides can pose a significant risk to public health, to our environment, and to the quality and safety of our natural water resources. Many agencies have paid the price for not paying attention to their wastewater infrastructure. Broken lines, backups, and sewer system overflows result in closed beaches, public outcry, and significant costs to such agencies for their negligence. The City of Glendale is responsible for nearly 400 miles of sewer lines. It must be monitored and maintained. The city's Public Works Department has taken a proactive approach in caring for and ensuring the reliability of its wastewater collection system, involving a comprehensive program of predictive, corrective, and preventative maintenance. Predictive maintenance involves planning and preparing for growth and change in the city by improving the capacity of the system in order to support the increased demand on the system as the city grows. Corrective maintenance involves the inspection of existing wastewater lines to find defects and developing problems caused by deterioration or earth movement. These problems, when encountered, are placed on a schedule to be corrected through targeted repair projects. Preventive maintenance involves the day-to-day monitoring, cleaning, and repairing of wastewater lines to keep the city's wastewater flowing to treatment. All facets of the Public Works wastewater maintenance program benefit greatly from our ability to see what is happening within the city's sewer lines. Our closed-circuit television truck is the ideal tool to be our eyes below ground. Moving throughout the system and visually inspecting stretches of line, we are able to check the quality of our cleaning efforts and detect defects or other concerns. Wastewater and engineering staff view and analyze between 50 and 60 miles of sewer lines each year. Cleaning our lines involves the use of specialized equipment and methods to cut away and/or flush away material that disrupts flow in our sewer system. Certain stretches of the system involve accessing and working in a variety of hard-to-reach places throughout the city. Glendale's wastewater crew cleans over 1.6 million linear feet of sewer lines each year. Most of the city's collection system is a gravity flow system. However, the city does have one lift station where a gravity line gets so deep that the wastewater needs to be pumped back up to a shallower level to resume gravity fall. The lift station is a facility that requires special attention as it involves care for critical equipment that monitors levels and provides telemetry warnings and notices of any station malfunction. Several large industrial pumps require specialized maintenance from time to time. Glendale Public Works is proud of its maintenance program and our ability to keep the system flowing.
Glendale Maintenance Department, this is James. Can I help you?
But with such large, complex, and aging infrastructure, the need for responding to a backup or overflow is ever present.
Okay, water coming out of a manhole. All right, sir, we'll get a unit out there as soon as we can for you.
That is why Glendale wastewater crews are highly trained and prepared for emergency response. This preparedness involves being ready and equipped to respond to an overflow quickly and taking action to stop and control sewage before it reaches an outfall point to the LA River and the ocean. Our first priority in emergency response is to contain, capture, and minimize the loss of sewage to the storm drain system. This is accomplished through damming wastewater flows before they reach a storm drain and installing plugs in catch basins to contain the contaminated water within. Meanwhile, the first crew has arrived on scene with heavy equipment. Their job is to start recovering the contaminated water from the overflow site utilizing high-capacity vacuum equipment. A second crew member moves on to priority 2 of our emergency, relieving the cause of the stoppage. This individual concentrates on eliminating the cause of the overflowing manhole, utilizing such tools as a buster nozzle to clear the obstructions in the line, causing the overflow, and returning the flow to normal. Sometimes a temporary bypass is needed while the crew cleans the line. In the event that sewage makes it into the storm drain system, the wastewater section has implemented a downstream capture process, where crews knowledgeable about Glendale's storm drain system and flow transit times to the river will chase down and make a stand at a distant point in the storm system, and then vacuuming up the sewage and flush water as it arrives at the recovery point. Finally, we clean and sanitize a street, gutter line, and catch basin to eliminate any residual contamination and leave the area in a sanitary and safe condition. The Public Works Department's wastewater maintenance program strives to keep Glendale's streets and homes free from backups, and Southern California's beaches open and safe for the public.
With all these safety tips, it's important that the greatest prevention and protection you can do is to take care of your own health. Let's hear from our local partners on a great upcoming health event.
Ensuring a safe and healthy community is one of the Glendale City Council's top 10 priorities. We accomplish this every day through our efforts to collaborate with many active community members, businesses, and organizations such as the Glendale Health Festival and their partners. Through the ongoing interaction of the public and private sectors, Glendale proudly calls itself home to a physically and mentally healthy community with quality healthcare services available to all area residents. The City of Glendale is a proud sponsor of the Glendale Health Festival for the 6th consecutive year.
The goal of the Glendale Health Festival is to bring out as many people as possible to get the appropriate exams.
The main mission of the Glendale Health Festival is to provide free dental, vision, and health screenings.
This event is a fantastic opportunity to provide free healthcare services to the community.
Physician consultation and preventative education that they may not otherwise have access to.
And if you need anything as simple as a flu shot or a vision screening, you'll be seen that day free of charge.
They give you opportunity to interact directly with the providers.
The members of the Armenian American Nurses Association volunteer their services.
Our nurses and physicians will measure cholesterol, sugar, blood pressure, and direct you to the right provider.
We also are going to be having a brown bag program where we're going to ask you to bring your medications so you can be counseled by the pharmacist.
You can bring your unused or expired medications and we can dispose them for you.
In previous years, the Health Festival used to be specifically for adults, but after combining with Glendale Healthy Kids, we're now able to service the entire family, from children to parents and grandparents.
Let's remember that this is a festival and there's music and free live entertainment.
Bouncers, dance groups performing.
This is a great event because
we'll be providing a healthy lunch.
It's completely free for everyone in the community.
This health festival becomes a bridge for members of our own community who are underinsured.
And we provide them with list of free dental clinics or low-cost dental clinics.
And also, if a person doesn't have health insurance, there is other options that they can be seen by doctor.
We have all the local hospitals, every single one of them involved in this.
We are so fortunate to live in Glendale, where we have true collaboration and partnership among our healthcare professionals and hospitals.
Not only do we want to optimize health and quality of life for our patients who walk through our doors, we want to collaborate and partner with those who are improving the quality of life within the greater Glendale area.
And this is one of the ways that shows the hospitals can come together, work together,
providing support, supplies, flu shots, and whatever it's needed.
To come together in under one roof, communities and agencies and vendors.
It's so extraordinary, this kind of event, that we all come together for the health of the community of Glendale.
Please join us.
Join us on November 7th
at Glendale's Civic Auditorium,
10 a.m. till 3 p.m.
And bring the whole entire family.
Be there
for a fun-filled and educational day.
We need you there because we need to help you get healthy.
See you there.
The Glendale Health Festival is just one of the many partnerships which makes our community even stronger.
Fresh art has been popping up all over the city. Let's meet the artists and our partners at Art from the Ashes.
My name is William Stranger, and I'm a Pasadena-based furniture maker.
My name is Christian Gantus, and I'm an artist, painter, and living in Altadena.
And we were invited by Joy from Art from the Ashes to participate in the design and fabrication of a community public art piece, a labyrinth. It ended up being titled Water Finds a Way. And I think both of us were immediately intrigued with the idea of designing a labyrinth. That captivated our imagination.
And when we came into the site and saw the size of the space, our minds started to wander and thinking how we're going to make that happen. And by meeting and talking about it, little sketches, we were able to decide what we were going to use. And then Joy went on the pursuit of finding all the material that were going to be needed to kind of work with.
and we started nailing down what kind of materials we wanted to use and what kind of elements each of us would be responsible for. I started to design posts that were notched and would sort of define the outer perimeter of the labyrinth. And Christian started working more on sort of the overall look of the piece and maybe some of the more symbolic elements.
Yeah, we wanted to, the idea of water being a focus, because we live here in a drought, that was the challenge. And as we were working on part of the labyrinth, we were just thinking how we're going to represent water shortage or make it like a symbolic part of the labyrinth that will attract attention, and people will want to know what is that out there.
The idea of using the title Water Finds a Way and really bringing in the emphasis of the symbolic nature of water at the center of the labyrinth, how the walking of the labyrinth could be a mindful and almost a spiritual experience, but also that we could bring in the idea of our connection to the land and learning to live in a semi-arid climate, and how we would represent these features symbolically and how we would incorporate different materials and what materials we would use for that. The rain stick.
The rain stick, which we thought it was going to be just simply a stick with stuff in it. Then he comes in with a sculpted piece of wood with the rain stick, and it was.
Well, we wanted an interactive element to the piece. We wanted something other than just the walk that would really remind people of the sort of climate aspect of the piece. Water Finds a Way is part of You Are Here, AFTA's public art program curated specifically for Glendale.
That's it for the October episode of On the Move. For weekly updates on events and news, tune into GTV6 for the look ahead. And for up-to-the-minute news, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at MyGlendale. You can also stay informed by signing up for our free monthly electronic newsletter, City Connection. Sign up on the city's webpage. Thanks for watching. Join us next month as we continue to explore the interesting things happening in the city of Glendale.